Hey, you beautiful twin flames, and welcome back to Tarot for You 444. I'm so delighted that you're here with me today, and I want to share just a little bit of love with you this morning because I know that some of you are going through a little bit of a hard time. So as I shuffle, I want you to close your eyes and imagine just for a moment that you're in a beautiful place. Okay, so I want you to imagine that you might be at the beach, or you might be walking along in a field somewhere and there's flowers that you can smell. Somewhere, anywhere that you find comforting, I want you to close your eyes and be in that space, and I want you to feel any tension in your body and recognize it. So you might want to move your leg or your arm or your neck or something like that, and just get into a really comfortable position as we come in to do this channeling for the Divine Masculine Love Letter, because he has definitely got some things to say to you today, Divine Feminine. Many of them have been going through difficult karmic situations, and many of them need you to hear them today. So I would invite you to get comfortable, get relaxed, feel as though you can smell that place wherever you are. So if you're at the beach, you might smell the saltiness of the ocean. If you are in a field of wildflowers, you might be able to smell the beautiful and fresh daisies. Wherever you are, I want you to feel your Divine Masculine with you now, with the intention of getting the message that's right for you today as we do this reading. So I'm going to get a little bit more comfortable here too. It's been kind of that beautiful feeling here in Australia where you're going from winter into spring, so it still can be a little bit cold, but then there's that nice balmy kind of weather at the same time. So you don't know if you're hot or cold, that kind of weather. You still want to put your socks on, but then you get too hot with your socks on, if you know what I mean. So I've been studying for a little while now the nuances of men and women, and understanding men and understanding women. And I've been doing this with relation to the twin flame journey so that we can meld them together. So, you might have been online before and heard, I don't know, all that stuff about how to find the guy of your dreams, or what women really want, or what men secretly want, or how to, all of that stuff. So what I'm going to be bringing to you soon is this idea of men and women within the twin flame journey. Okay, so it will be understanding men from the twin flame journey perspective, or understanding women from the twin flame journey perspective. Okay, and I'll be taking it from the point of view that the man is the Divine Masculine and that the woman is the Divine Feminine. However, these energies can also cross over, as we know. So I will also make relevance to those points as I go through and create a very new playlist that I think you're going to enjoy. So if any of you have any questions regarding understanding men or understanding women, or the divine and feminine energy, please post them down below so I can add them to some of the topics that will make up a new playlist for this channel. Okay, so we can still do the usual things that I do here. We've got I'll tell you what I usually do so that I usually do videos relating to the Divine Masculine Speaks. So that's a channeled message when I feel that the Divine Masculine has something to say. I'll keep going with my twin flame advice videos where we take a look at the masculine and the feminine. I also will keep going with my tea leaf tarot because wow, oh wow, we get so much more specific when we delve into the tea. And of course, I'll keep doing my Divine Masculine love letters once a week. And then on Fridays, I'm going to do a twin flame concept video answering any questions that you ask me during the week on my videos. I'll also do any urgent twin flame messages that come through and secrets of Divine Masculine as well. So that's my playlist as well for now. But we're also going to be doing, understanding men and understanding women as a playlist, okay? Because without that vital information, even though the twin flame journey is an energetic connection, if we can tie in the fact that we are humans experiencing this spiritual connection, then I think it's going to help many of you understand what's going on a lot better. Okay, and I'll still use the tarot to do that because the tarot kind of always agrees with what I'm trying to say anyway, which is kind of mystical and spooky at the very same time. And just quickly, I want you to say hello to Harry, because he hasn't been here for a while because he's been arguing with Charlotte. So this course that I'll eventually be doing, a course so that if you want to undertake a course so that you understand your Divine Masculine and he understands you, then Harry's going to be the first one to do it. So it's very exciting. Let me know if you're interested in doing that course and how soon you need it, if you so feel guided to do that, in the comment section below. So Harry, before we start with the Divine Masculine love letter today, he has a telepathic message to give you. Okay, he says, focus on my eye. Okay, let's see what it is. It could be anything, we just never know. Oh, wow, this is a little bit difficult. Harry says, eat tacos and be kind to your twin flame. Eat tacos and be kind to your twin flame. Well, that's okay. That's quite a good one, isn't it? We'll see you a bit later, Harry. Say bye. Bye. He's being very cheeky today. Thank you, Harry. He's kind of also been groveling to Charlotte. Oh dear. He's trying to work out how to give her a foot massage. Considering he has no arms and legs, he has to use his tongue for everything, which is an interesting scenario for Charlotte because she's quite shocked by what happens when she asks for a foot massage. You can only imagine how terrifyingly wet that must be. Anyway, let's move on. Let's get into the energy of Divine Masculine. I feel happy. Many Divine Feminines are trying to feel happy despite what's going on with their DM. Let's hear from what your Divine Masculine wants to say as a collective group. You may or may not resonate with the messages. You may resonate with some messages and not with the others. Okay, I'm using the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot this time today, and I'm using 2 decks so that we have complete clarity in what he's going to say. Dear Divine Feminine, at the moment, here's the throat chakra, my passion has been turned around a little bit. So you might not be feeling me as obviously as you did before. I've got some things that I'm holding on to. And some of us divine masculines have had some blockages going on because we're trying to attain the money and we're trying to do the right thing in our karmic life. You are the only one who doesn't make me feel wounded. You are the only one who makes me feel as though I can get through. Your love and nurturing and the way you listen to me allows me to understand that this connection is beautiful. Sometimes there are things that I want to say to you but I don't want to come to you when I've been arguing with others. It's kind of this weird feeling that I have at this time, because on one hand I'm arguing with the people around me, and on the other hand I know that I need to come to you as my home. I need to come into you and talk with you, and just knowing that I could see your face or hear your voice or even have a text message from you would make everything okay again. I'm beginning to realize the difference when I come and talk to you compared to when I'm in my karmic life. And it's really a huge difference. Like it's as if I'm swallowed up by my life sometimes. And then when I talk with you, I get this new bountiful feeling of hope that we could perhaps have a life that's happy. You're probably feeling and sensing my confusion right now. Many of us have gone away to be on our own, to contemplate what's really going on with the people around us, to try and understand the world more, to try and understand why people do what they do. In general, we're quite simple. In general, we don't need a lot to make ourselves happy. And so it's confusing, all these energies that come from the other people around us. The bickering for really no reason, the gossiping, the way people put masks on themselves and don't tell the truth. Quite the opposite of you, Divine Feminine. Quite the opposite. And so I've been off balance. I've been finding it hard to connect to my soul. Many of us have a heart chakra blockage. Wow, I just got a dizzy feeling there. Many of us feel like we've had a loss of power. Like as if a battery has lost its charge. As a man, it can be difficult to express that we're not okay. It can be difficult to express that we want a happy ever after with you. We do want a happy ever after with you, And many of us are confused about how we should get there. How do we make it all right? How do we get to living in the end? Again, with the arguing with people, having to cut them off. Wow, look at this. The ego having to come out, being forced out of us because the people around us are not being calm. The people around us are bringing us stress. Having to defend our own well-being here, not only at work, but perhaps in the family or the home situation as well. In both cards here, we see the divine masculine having to do this on his own. It's a mental battle with the others around him, and also an actionable battle taking place. Divine Feminine, I'm sorry if I haven't been showing you the love that you deserve. I'm sorry if you haven't seen the beauty in me, the zest in me, the love from me, the nurturing from me. I probably owe you an apology for not coming in with more love, with more clarity, but I've really had to deal with some things. I'm a fool for you. Head over heels for you. The way you sit in your groundedness, in your nurturing, in your essence, is highly attractive to me. The way you wait for me, the way you understand me, the way you connect with me, the feelings of love I feel when I think of you. I want to give you flowers. I want to wrap my arms around you. I want to hold you. I want to merge with you. I want to give you all the things that you deserve. Wow. From the other deck, look. 2 different decks here. And the same again, look. Wow. Look at the mirroring here. I'm a fool for you. He wants to say it again. I'm a fool for you. I'm willing to bet everything on you. I'm willing to bet my life on you, to give you my life. This is a man, take gender how it resonates. The divine masculine knows now who you are. You've proven time and time again, divine feminine, who you truly are. That you will love him, that you will nurture him, that you will stand by his side no matter what. This is a huge congratulations to all the divine feminine watching today. Your divine masculine can feel your nurturing, can feel you in this very receiving energy here. He's acknowledging this. You make him feel stable. You make him feel loved. You make him feel important. You make him feel that his actions are reciprocated by you. It's a highly beautiful, wonderful feeling here. You notice how she's sitting with the roses around her, and on his dress, on his clothing are the roses. He feels alive because of you. He feels in love because of you. He feels cared about. And that's a very important one. He feels cared about. He feels acknowledged. He feels like because of you, he can be the man he's always wanted to be. I may take a little bit longer in contemplation here, but you're going to have either an apology or an offer coming to you from me soon, Divine Feminine. Again, he's wearing the flowers. Very romantic. Highly, many of them still a little bit immature, but the love is there. Trying to offer you something small. It might just be that they say a thank you. It might just be that they offer you some advice. Any small little thing that they give to you is a gift. Wow. They have so much they want to say. The throat chakra starting up again here for me. They have so much they want to say, but they kind of just are dumbfounded in your presence. Because the beauty of Divine Feminine, when she is in her highest vibration, it's like looking, this is what it's like. It's like a blind person who's never seen anything before, and then they get their sight back. That's how Divine Masculine feels when he looks at his Divine Feminine. And so he wants to say that I'm reciprocating a few people in my life right now, and as I go within and think about and take stock of my life, let's see what he says next. Know that I know that you want me to work towards us. I'm not staying away to make you sad. I'm not staying away. You know, if I'm working or I'm busy or I'm not coming in, I'm not doing it to make you sad. I'm taking the time to process. I'm taking the time to take stock of what my next move is going to be. Again, the same card, different deck. It's the same Rider-Waite deck, but one's bigger than the other. I'm also thinking about the other women in my life. Maybe family members, maybe a karmic partner, maybe my boss at work is a woman. But I'm thinking about how they behave. And I am looking very closely and comparing notes here on the difference between you and them. You turn my sadness into strength. You turn my loneliness into bliss. Look at the difference here in the cards. Without you, Divine Feminine, this is your Divine Masculine many, many times lately. And with you, he begins to tame his own ego. He begins to come into that heart space. He feels powerful. And then we have the lemniscate, or the infinity symbol, over the angel here, representing his willingness to tame himself for you. He might be really pissed off with everyone else around him, because most of those people will be in third dimensional consciousness, arguing, bickering, gossiping, talking about others, being belligerent, being narcissistic perhaps. He's been wanting to come towards you for a long time. His soul is calling for justice now. It's that time where movement still feels stifled for many twin flames, but it's not too far away. The whole world should begin moving soon, more than it has ever before. And some of the beautiful reunions and unions that are going to come about after this big closure that we've had. Look at this again. He's been trying to tame his ego. For such a long time. Because he wants to impress Divine Feminine. Because if he's going to move away with her, some Divine Feminines have children and they're willing to take on this role of father here. Beautiful, beautiful energy. But they're willing, for the masculine energy, if they're going to take you away or sail away with you, let's say, metaphorically speaking, they need to know that they are strong enough to do it. So many of them stay away as they build their strength, because they don't want to promise you something they can't give. Many women think as soon as the connection of love, or the feminine energy, I should say, but take gender how it resonates, but the feminine energy often thinks in her mind, well, I'm in love with you and you're in love with me, so let's just move in together. But the masculine energy says, in a very logical way, well, yes, I'm in love with her and she's in love with me, but I need to plan this. Because they come from a place of logic. They don't come from a place of feeling. This is intrinsic knowledge that you need to know as twin flames here. Even though your divine masculine may be very awakened, they're still highly logical. So before they promise you the world, they want to know that they can actually give it to you. Otherwise, they're going to let you down. And so sometimes in staying away, in taking more time to contemplate, in taking more time to think things over, they can compartmentalize what their next steps need to be. They know they want to be with you, but how do they make this happen? That's the question for many divine masculines, because they come from that logical space. Women come from that emotional place. Well, we're in love, so let's just join already. You know what I mean? Which is great. I mean, that's a very romantic way of looking at the world. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's magical rainbows and unicorns kind of stuff. And many divine masculines who are awakened are willing to do that. But there are still the physical blocks, because we live in the third dimensional reality. We're literally standing on the earth. He kind of goes, well, yeah, I'm in love. He may have even proposed to some of you, but he still needs to find a way to get to you, or to make the money to get that house that you're going to live in, Or perhaps he needs a plane ticket. Or perhaps he has another family he has to still recompense and then try and figure out how to get with you. So divine masculine doesn't want to fail in his mission, because his mission is to be with you. But he has to work out how he's going to do that. And this is an integral part of the twin flame journey, because if he comes to you and promises you the world, and then he can't literally pop you in a boat and take you to your destination of happiness with him, then he would have failed his mission in his eyes. This is why some divine masculines aren't coming in right now. This is why, they want to, the energy of the movement is here. They've also got 2 pet sphinxes in their backyard. I love this card. This is a man who wants to heal you. He wants you to be his queen of his castle. You know what I mean? He doesn't just want to impress you. He wants to blow your mind in a spiritual way, in a physical way, in a conversational way. He doesn't want to pitch a tent on the beach and say, well, there's your new home. It's by the beach. We've got a view. He really, really, really wants to give you what you deserve. And if you know how much your divine masculine loves you, then he takes that as a very, very serious commitment. He truly wants to give you the best of him. And that also means physical, tangible things that you can taste, smell, and touch and live. Okay. Unless you do want to just live on the beach in a tent. And then you could tell him, just say, hey, I don't care. Let's just live on the beach in a tent together and see how long until the authorities come and kick us off of the land that is it's not ours. All right. So I'm sending you love and peace from Australia this day. Your divine masculine loves you very much. If you're a divine feminine listening today, I want you to know that. He also feels responsible for you. The solar plexus is coming up very strongly. Many divine masculines have a blockage in their solar plexus area, which is just above the navel. And so the other chakras can become a little bit blocked as well, including the throat chakra and the heart chakra. Although I feel like the throat chakra is clearing some. So at this time, instead of sending him love, send him love and strength, because he's trying to gain the strength right now. He's having to be in his ego a little bit to deal with these people around him, these mofos that keep annoying him. Some of them are highly toxic in his life. And he feels smothered by that. If you could get a blanket and cover your face or cover your body, that's how he feels by these people. They smother him. All right. So just know he's on his way to you. He hasn't forgotten about you. But he also doesn't want to come into you and talk with you if his energy's not good. Because he wants you to feel the love and the suave and the sexy appeal of him. So if he's taking a little break from you, know that he's kind of doing it so he doesn't hurt you. Because he loves you so much. Beautiful reading. Alrighty, I already said goodbye. So now I just have to wave. Sprinkling fairy dust and rainbows and unicorns. I don't know, does that look like unicorns? Not really. Harry's like looking at me and winking at me as usual. I'll see you real soon. If you need a private reading from me that talks about your situation in particular, please contact me. I do 30-minute or 1-hour readings. I also have my ascension package to bring you into union with yourself and then your twin. I also have my manifesting your twin flame video, which takes the guesswork out of everything. I also have negative energy removal as well. And what's my last thing that I have? Oh yeah, the meditation videos that will bring you closer. It'll be a heart-to-heart, soul-to-soul connection between you and your twin. If you would so like those, let me know, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye.